I should have sensed it before we even left the apartment. Clara had been getting ready for nearly 3 hours. Nothing new in itself. She always took her time when it came to appearances. But that night, it wasn't just about looking good. She was becoming someone else. Her makeup was meticulous. Smoky eyes, perfectly contoured cheeks, lips a bold crimson. She wore a pair of heels I hadn't seen in over a year, the kind that gave her a different kind of confidence, the kind she used to save for special occasions. Then came the dress, a deep emerald green that clung to her in a way that felt intentional. She once told me she bought it just in case something big came up. I guess this counted. From the couch, I watched her as she checked her reflection again, for the third time. She looked stunning, breathtaking, even. "You look incredible," I said, and I meant it. She responded with a distracted thanks, not even glancing my way, fingers busy adjusting her earring. No eye contact. No smile. Just that word, flat and distant. She'd been working at the firm for over a year, and this was their 15th anniversary gala, an upscale rooftop celebration in the heart of downtown. Big names, wealthy clients flown in from around the country, an open bar, a jazz quartet playing softly under the stars. It was her world, all glimmer and ambition. I was just the plus one. In the elevator down to the garage, I reached for her hand. She let me take it, but there was no grip, just skin, cool and indifferent. Her mind was already somewhere else.
I should have said something.
I should have asked, but a part of me didn't want to spoil the night before it even began. So I stayed silent. When we arrived, it was like stepping into a different world, one where I didn't speak the language. People in tailored suits and elegant dresses mingled with practiced grace. Everyone wore name tags with gold foil lettering. Everyone laughed the same polished, slightly too loud laugh. The elevator doors opened directly onto the rooftop. Glass walls framed the city skyline like a painting. Jazz floated through the air. Waiters glided past with trays of champagne, their uniforms crisp black and white. And Clara? She was immediately swept into the crowd. "Clara, there you are. Come meet the partners. There's our superstar." And just like that, she let go of my hand. No glance back. No introduction. "No, this is Daniel, my boyfriend." Nothing. I followed her like a shadow, standing at the edges of every group as she laughed and lit up every conversation. At first, I tried to keep up, smiling, nodding, waiting for her to turn and include me. She never did. Eventually, I stopped trying. At one point, she stood talking to her boss, Alan. Silver-haired, smooth, effortlessly confident. He looked like someone who always got what he wanted and never had to try too hard to get it. I hovered nearby, waiting for that brief moment of acknowledgement, that simple nod to bring me into the conversation. But it never came. Instead, Clara laughed, really laughed, at something he said. Then she placed her hand lightly on his forearm and said, "You're terrible, Alan." Her voice playful, warm, familiar. I excused myself quietly and made my way to the bar. The bartender poured me a whiskey.
Neat.
I downed it in one go. The burn helped me stay grounded. I sat at a cocktail table in the back, phone in hand, pretending to scroll, pretending not to watch her. But I couldn't stop. I studied the way she moved, so comfortable, so alive. She looked radiant. Not just beautiful, transformed. Like someone testing out a version of herself where I didn't exist. I checked my phone. We'd been there an hour and 20 minutes. She had spoken maybe 2 full sentences to me the entire night. Not a single person approached me. No one knew who I was because she never gave them the chance to. Then it happened. A guy, probably late 20s, confident, charming, approached her. He leaned in close, too close. She laughed again, the kind of laugh I used to get when we were curled up in bed. She touched his shoulder lightly. He whispered something. She tilted her head and smiled. I didn't need to hear the words. I saw enough. I waited 5 more minutes. Still, she didn't even glance my way. So I stood up, buttoned my jacket, looked at her one last time and walked out. No drama. No confrontation. Just quiet steps and a cold elevator ride down. I didn't wait in the lobby. I took the stairs, letting each step echo like a heartbeat through the empty garage. She didn't text. She didn't call. Not right away. I got into my car and just drove, without a plan, without a destination. I didn't stop until the city lights faded into darkness, and the only thing left was the hum of the tires on the highway. Eventually, I found myself outside Nate's place. I texted him from the driveway. "You up?" He opened the door in sweatpants, no questions asked. Just nodded toward the guest room. I crashed without saying a word. When I woke up, my phone was lit up. 12 missed calls. 4 voicemails. A string of texts. "Where are you? Why did you leave? I've been looking everywhere. You could have said something.
Please call me." I didn't reply.
I knew what she would find when she got home. The ring, still in the sock drawer. I hadn't planned to propose that night, but I was close. I'd been carrying the idea around in my chest for weeks, waiting for the right moment. Turns out, I was just waiting for the wrong person. 3 days passed before I saw her again. She looked different this time, tired, her hair pulled back, no makeup. Just Clara. The Clara I had fallen in love with. The Clara who didn't show up to that rooftop. She sat across from me on the couch, quiet for a moment, then said, "I didn't mean to make you feel like you didn't matter." I nodded, but I didn't say anything. I got caught up. It was work. Alan was watching. The clients were there. I didn't know how to balance it. Still, I said nothing. "I didn't mean to ignore you, Daniel." Now I looked up. "You didn't ignore me, Clara. You erased me. There's a difference." She started to cry. I didn't. We didn't break up that night. Not officially. But something cracked, quietly, irreversibly. A hairline fractured down the center of everything we'd built. And once a crack forms like that, no matter how much you try to patch it, it's never quite the same. She still brings up that night sometimes. Swears she didn't realize how it looked, how it felt. But I remember every second. The way she laughed. The way she leaned in. The way she forgot I was even there. And the way it felt to walk away, finally choosing not to beg someone to see me. Because sometimes the most powerful message you can send isn't a word at all. It's silence.